Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Vick now. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Another keeper here by Vick.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably can't.
Vick in trouble, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go!
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, it's done. And some room to take it and right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And Vick's throw there, incomplete. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sport. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Niners set to take over on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
That throw by Vick, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more ahead. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Cunningham. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cunningham looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Vick will look to throw on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. A second down throw for Vick. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up fourth down. The kick by Maher is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the start. Surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Myers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Lynch running the counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marshawn Lynch, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Vic's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at about the 28. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, the run with Lynch. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Let's go now.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vic, he gets this one to Johnson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Throwing, Vic. On target over the middle to Hill. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll throw again. Here's Vic.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down, Vick. Eluding the pressure, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up the middle they go. Done.
75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They go up the middle with Lynch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, that had to catch this defense by surprise. 4th and goal from that far back. I mean, I was thinking pass. Were you thinking pass, partner?
I certainly was. But to me, what a sign of a great coach who knows that he's in tune with his team, because sometimes you got to zig when people are expecting you to zag. He calls for the run there and expects them to execute, and they get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. He's at the 40.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot for Michael Vick. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.